relief for Arvind Kejriwal. After Patna and Godhra, Ranchi angle emerges in the NEET scam. India's zero-tolerance approach towards terrorism continues. Jammu and Kashmir police arrest another terrorist aide in Jammu region's Doda. More and more evidence on cover-up money emerges as police news tightens in Renuka Swami murder case. And Karnataka Congress MLA Uday Gowda defends actor in Renuka Swami murder case. When confronted, he remains defiant. And viewers, on our top focus, we're also going to get you a NEET update, but a day after getting the big campaign on Republic TV asking for justice for the NEET students, we're also now being told there's a 3-city nexus that has to be clearly seen. And this is something very, very clearly that has got elements in Patna, where we've seen that's the epicenter of the NEET scam. Pritam Kumar Tejaswi's PS, who's also been in touch with Sikandar Prasad Yadavendu, accused in the NEET scam. Anurag Yadav, who was arrested in the NEET scam. Aspirant Ayush arrested, and Akhilesh also arrested. Students have confessed that father took me to meet Sikandar. He was taken to a safe house. He was mugged up. Questions were there. All the questions were identical. The students' confession clearly shows that there was underhand work happening when the Patna NEET scam was breaking out, and he was also assured after paying 40 lakh rupees that his son would be getting all the answers and would be able to mug up all the questions. We next show you what's been happening in the Godhra NEET scam case. As the government is going to crack down on the NDA, the Education Minister spoke to Arnab, and he spoke about great details about how Republic is going to ensure justice is done. Education Minister guaranteed the students will not be let down. Let me now show you the next set of graphics and elements that have to be put out. The Godhra NEET scam now. 10 lakh rupee deal was made to pass the NEET exam. 5 have been arrested. The accused continue to be in custody. CCTV footage, mobile phones seized, important cues collected from phones. Police seek information. Now, the triangular scam that we're talking about here also shows, as we speak to the Godhra school chairman, what happened. And Roy oversaw the Vadodara-based coaching classes. Police are seeking information from the NTA, and also Purushottam Sharma, Jai Jalram school principal, has been spoken to. And this is the triangular scam that we're talking about, where we're showing you how Roy oversees the Vadodara-based scam at the coaching class. Then Purushottam Sharma, Jai Jalaram school principal, and Tushar Bhatt, Deputy Superintendent of NEET Center, all of them that are involved in this triangulated scam. We're also going to give you more details about the police exam leak case, where 46 lakh aspirants were affected. The 900-page charge sheet by the UP cops. I'm going to now also talk about how the Gujarat-based solutions were blacklisted and charge sheet filed against 18 accused. And viewers, next we're also going to be continuing and speaking about Republic against the corrupt education scam that we spoke about. While all of us are asking for justice, it's spilled out in the screens, we're also seeing political forces continue and come into battle. We've seen Rahul Gandhi speak up. What actions are really being taken by the opposition, and why are they politicizing this issue? Take a look.
The probe into the NEET scam has gotten bigger by the day. More skeletons have tumbled out of the closet. After widespread anger over the NEET scam, the government is cracking the whip of the National Testing Agency.
सरकार एक हाई लेवल कमेटी गठन करने जा रही है जो इस बार प्रकरण में एनटीए के संबंध में ट्रांसपेरेंसी और डाटा सिक्योरिटी प्रोटोकॉल को और इम्प्रूव करने के लिए उस उच्च स्तरीय कमेटी से रिकमेंडेशन अपेक्षित रहेगी.
Congress continues to shield their ally, the RJD. Speaking exclusively to Republic, Congress accused Bihar's DYCM for the paper leak scam.
पहले नीतीश की सरकार में बिहार पुलिस की वैकेंसी किस प्रकार से पेपर लीक हुआ, तो लगातार सरकार के संरक्षण में सरकार के लोग क्वेश्चन लीक कराते हैं. हम इसलिए इस बात की पुष्टि करते हैं कि जिस प्रिंटिंग मशीन में क्वेश्चन प्रिंट होता है वह ब्लैक लिस्टेड है और कंपनी और एजेंसी के नाम बदल कर बार बार उसी कंपनी और उसी प्रेस से प्रिंट कराना ये दर्शाता है कि सरकार के संरक्षण में यह घोटाला हुआ है.
This comes after Rahul Gandhi met students and still came up with no plausible solution. It is very clear to us that Congress has been using the NEET agenda for its own political benefit.
एग्जाम के बारे में आज यहाँ धरना है. 2 इम्तिहान हुए, यूजी, एनईटी और नीट. यूजी, नीट, एनईटी जो हुआ वो असिस्टेंट प्रोफेसर्स के लिए हुआ और रिसर्च फेलोज के लिए हुआ और लगभग एक समय पे हुआ. लेकिन उसमें जब शिकायत आई तो जिन महाशय प्रदीप जोशी जी जो कि नेशनल टेस्टिंग एजेंसी के अध्यक्ष हैं, जिनका की इतिहास जीतू भाई ने बताया है, उन्होंने उसको तो कैंसिल कर दिया.
Republic is continuing its relentless probe. Here are some visuals of Amit Anand's house, who was named as a mastermind in the paper leak scam.
अनुराग यादव जो तथाकथित रूप से जो बच्चों एक नीट का स्टूडेंट था जो अपीयर हुआ था एग्ज़ाम में और जिसका एडमिट कार्ड मिला था रिनॉल्ट डस्टर गाड़ी से जो पुलिस ने रिकवर किया था, और उसके बाद ये जो बता रहे थे कि यहाँ पुलिस भी आई थी. पुलिस ने तहकीकात किया, जांच किया. अनुराग यादव 12:40 को 4 मई को यहाँ पर आए थे अपने संभवतः माता के साथ और यहाँ पर रहे. अब क्या हुई बातें ये तो पुलिस ही जानेगी, लेकिन जैसा कि नीट क्वेश्चन पेपर जो पेपर लीक का मामला है, ऐसा पता चला है कि जो ये जिन बच्चों का एडमिट कार्ड मिला है उन बच्चों को क्वेश्चन पेपर भी दिए गए थे रटने के लिए.
Testimonies have emerged from Godhra as well.
क्या आप लोगों को इस बारे में भनक नहीं थी? क्या जानकारी आपके पास?
इसके बारे में हमको कुछ भी भनक नहीं थी, कुछ भी हमको पता भी नहीं था. जो होता तो ये होने भी हम नहीं देते. लेकिन ये हमारे यहाँ पे कलेक्टर श्री जो है हमारे वहाँ पे उनको थोड़ी सी ये भनक आ गई थी. कहीं ना कहीं मार्केट से उनको पता चल गया था. इसलिए सुबह 10 बजे से कलेक्टर साहब ने हमारे जो डिस्ट्रिक्ट डीओ बोलते हैं, हमारे यहाँ शिक्षा अधिकारी है, उनको वहाँ पे और उनकी टीम लेके और हमारी पुलिस एसओजी की टीम और हमारे क्राइम ब्रांच की जो टीम थी वो 40 बंदे हमारे स्कूल पे आ गए थे. और सुबह 10 बजे से उन्होंने ये पूरा का पूरा सेंटर उनके हाथ में ले लिया था. इसलिए वहाँ पे ये गुंजाइश ही नहीं थी कि भाई चोरी होए.
Massive revelations have come to light with the Bihar DYCM hinting at Tejasvi Yadav's alleged role. The deeper Republic digs, more and more layers emerge. Anurag Yadav, a student from Patna, was arrested for his alleged connection to the kingpin of the controversy, Sikandar Yadvendu. Republic also accessed the kingpin's confession note. Vijay Sinha, Bihar's deputy CM who exposed the alleged RJD's link, also spoke exclusively to Republic.
पहला डिटेल है ये 1 तारीख को 9:07 में इन्होंने कॉल किए. ये नेता प्रतिपक्ष जो अभी हैं उस समय उप मुख्यमंत्री थे, तेजस्वी यादव जी, जो इस विभाग के मंत्री भी थे. पथ निर्माण विभाग सहित 5 विभाग के वो मंत्री थे. उन्होंने, प्रीतम नाम है, उन्होंने फ़ोन किया. इन लोगों ने गंभीरता से नहीं लिया तो फिर ये 4 तारीख को इन लोगों ने 4 को फिर फ़ोन किया है, 3 बार फ़ोन किए और प्रेशर बना करके इनसे मैसेज कर दिया ये आदमी जो यहाँ स्टाफ था विभाग में, प्रदीप, जिसने बयान भी दिया है, और इन्होंने अपने वहाँ के इंचार्ज जूनियर इंजीनियर और सुपरिटेंडेंट इंजीनियर को।
Republic has also accessed some chats solidifying Tejaswi's office's involvement. Police have made multiple arrests in Godhra in connection to the paper leak. Republic's editor-in-chief Arnab Goswami spoke to the education minister and was personally assured that the government will not let the students down.
कि हमने एक पोल चलाई थी धर्मेंद्र प्रधान जी की, शुड द नीट एग्जाम बी हेल्ड अगेन, यानी कि नीट एग्जाम क्या फिर से होनी चाहिए। 80 से ज़्यादा % लोगों ने कहा कि नीट एग्जाम को फिर से करवाइए। तो क्या सरकार इस ऑप्शन के लिए ओपन माइंडेड है?
अर्नब जी, मैं आपकी चैनल के माध्यम से देश के विद्यार्थियों को आश्वस्त करना चाहूँगा, सरकार विद्यार्थियों के हितों को सर्वोपरि देखती है। उनके लिए एक पारदर्शी व्यवस्था, हमारी प्रतिबद्धता उसी के साथ है। जो न्यायोचित होगा, जो जस्ट होगा, ये सारा विषय सुप्रीम कोर्ट की निगरानी में भी है। कुछ विषय विसंगति की ध्यान में भी आई है, कुछ विषय कोर्ट की माध्यम से समाधान हुई है। एक जगह की विषय अभी भी कुछ अनुसंधान, कुछ इंक्वायरी की दायरे में है। कुछ भी चीज हम ऐसे नहीं करेंगे जो देश के विद्यार्थियों के हितों को नुकसान करेगा।
As Republic continues campaigning against the injustice, all eyes are on what more shocking details are going to emerge from the probe.
We get you more breaking news on the story now. The government has sought a report from Bihar EOU pertaining to the NEET paper leak investigation. The EOU is going to be sending its status report tomorrow to the government of India, the HRD secretary. And I also want to say the government has sought a report from the Bihar Education Department on the NEET paper leak case. Also, sources are telling us, viewers, the mastermind of the paper leak is on the run. Let me go across straight to my colleague Prakash, who's joining us on the story. Prakash, give us more details.
Well, Ritam, the Government of India HRD Ministry, after a meeting with the ADG of the EOU, after a marathon meeting, in fact, has shot a status report of the investigations that has been underway as far as the recoveries are also concerned. It's a threadbare investigation, and the EOU would be sending its status report by tomorrow. In the meeting yesterday, between the HRD ministry and the top officials in the Home Ministry, sources in the EOU tell us that they have said in clear terms that it's a very serious matter, the way the investigation is going, and it's a clear-cut case of question leak. And we believe that sources in the Government of India also tells me that the NTA has been slammed by Government of India, HRD Ministry, and Dharmendra Pradhan is apparently very unhappy with the NDA, and that is why this committee has been formed to review and recommend if any rectification is required. So, as far as Bihar is concerned, Sanjeev Mukhya is one of the main mastermind who's been operating as far as the paper leaks are concerned, and his son, Dr. Shiv, who is lodged in Beur Jail, Patna, has also been instrumental in this question maker paper leak as it has been in the past. Sanjeev Mukhya has been a part of the infamous Ranjit Dawn gang, which operated out of Bihar and was instrumental in the question paper leak of IIT JEE as well, and he split out of that group, formed his own syndicate all across the country, and has been instrumental here as well. As far as Tejaswi's PS questioning is concerned, it is not happening right now because there are no serious allegations against him. That's what but the EOU may take a call after sending the status report tomorrow, and a committee and a SIT has been formed to nab the main culprit Sanjeev Mukhya, who is on the run, and interrogations are also being done with his son Dr. Shiv in the jail. And one more information that I have got is that the government may take a serious call before the monsoon session of the parliament, and that may pertain to cancelling the NEET exam, which Dharmendra Pradhan also hinted yesterday to our editor-in-chief Arnab Goswami. So I'm getting information from my sources that the government may take a serious call regarding cancelling the examinations, NEET 2024 examinations before the monsoon sessions. That may happen before 26th.
Prakash Singh, my colleague, getting us and keeping us ahead on the very latest on what's been happening in the NEET scam investigation. Prakash, I thank you for that. It's something we'll continue keep coming back to you for. And viewers, now I also want to move on to another investigation exclusive that we have on the NEET case. This time the investigation is from Godhra. The investigation officer in the Godhra NEET scam case spoke to Republic TV, spoke to Priyanka, my colleague. He's clearly stated there is no politicization of the case. The arrests have been made, but refuses to say that there is a link between the Patna and the Godhra cases. Take a listen.
We are right now here in Godhra, where in fact another NEET cheating case has come to light. We are of course also being told how the entire link of Bihar has got nothing to do with the Godhra case. But joining me right now is the IO himself, so N.B. Patel. We'll speak to him to understand how essentially the investigation in this entire matter is being carried out. Sir, thank you so much Republic TV से बात करने के लिए. मैं आपसे पहले ये शुरुआत में पूछना चाहती हूँ कि किस तरह से ये इसमें जो इन्वेस्टिगेशन की जा रही है, इसमें पांचों अक्यूज्ड जो हैं जेसी में है, जुडिशियल कस्टडी में है, पर क्या इसमें कोई भी पेपर लीक की बात हो रही है? गोधरा में जो केस आया है जिसमें 5 अक्यूज्ड जुडिशियल कस्टडी में,
जो नीट का जो इन्वेस्टिगेशन हो रहा है गोधरा में, तो इसमें कहीं भी पेपर लीक की बात डिस्क्लोज नहीं होती है और पूरे इन्वेस्टिगेशन में कहीं भी पेपर लीक हुआ ऐसी कोई इन्वेस्टिगेशन अभी तक आया नहीं है, मुझे बात गलत है।
सर, ये जो रोल्स बाहर आ रहे हैं, हम देख रहे हैं कि कई सारे जो एजेंट्स हैं उनके रोल आ रहे हैं, टीचर्स हैं जो एनटीए अपॉइंटेड टीचर्स थे, तो उनके क्या रोल थे? क्या वो खुद ये पूरी जो कंस्पिरेसी है वो रच रहे थे? क्योंकि तुषार भट्ट का नाम आ रहा है, दूसरे जो प्रिंसिपल है उनका नाम आ रहा है, जो एनटीए अपॉइंटेड थे।
एग्जाम के अंदर इन दोनों को अपॉइंट किया था एनटीए ने, और इन्वेस्टिगेशन में इसका रोल आया है, इसके कारण सबको अरेस्ट किया है।
इनमें क्या रोल आया है इन लोगों का? क्या कुछ ये लोग करते थे उसमें?
जो शर्मा जी है, पुरुषोत्तम शर्मा, वो चीफ सिटी कोऑर्डिनेटर है और तुषार भट्ट डेप्यूटी सिटी कोऑर्डिनेटर है, और जो एग्जाम में यही लोग लेने वाले थे और इनका रोल इसमें इन्वेस्टिगेशन निकला तो उसको अरेस्ट किया।
क्या इसमें फर्दर कोई डिटेल्स आ रहे हैं कि कोई और इसमें ऊपर भी इन्वॉल्व थे? क्या ये एनटीए के यही 2 लोग थे जो इसमें इन्वॉल्व थे, या एनटीए से कोई और जानकारी कुछ मिली?
अभी तक तो इतना ही है।
It's clear the government is going to crack down on the NTA. We're going to see lots of investigation and action before the next parliament session soon. We go into a quick break, but our investigation on the NEET scam case continues.
Powered by Vimal, Polo Zuban Kesari.
Co-powered by Simpolo. Tile ho to Simpolo.
चल हो जा शुरू।
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
Amity University has one of India's largest merit scholarship programs for brilliant students. Over 9,000 students with 90% plus in their 12th boards are currently at Amity, benefiting from the culture of academic excellence and focus on research and innovation. To be with like-minded students who want to be successful, apply at amity.edu/scholarships.
चल हो जा शुरू।
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो
पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबां केसरी।
With over 1,12,718 startups igniting innovation, driving digital growth. Over 800 million internet users are bridging distances and strengthening bonds across the globe, making India the third largest digitalized country in the world, accounting for around 46% of the world's real-time digital transactions. To celebrate the makers and shakers behind Digital India and India's phenomenal digital yatra, Republic Business is delighted to bring its inaugural Republic Business Emerging Tech Awards.
Had no idea it was going to come from below. You know, we thought the rain was going to come down on top, but we didn't know it was going to come up through the storm drains.
Certainly in South Texas, we're going to see 5 to 10 inches of rain, widespread totals. We could see some isolated amounts higher than that. And because of that, there are flood watches in effect for essentially for all of South Texas from just south.
Amid elections in the United States, Trump softened stance on immigration. Trump warns India's brightest minds, debating tonight at 8 p.m.
American Pistachio presents Cracking News of the Hour. Powered by Vimal, Polo Zuban Kesari.
Co-powered by Simpolo. Tile ho to Simpolo.
चल हो जा शुरू।
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबां केसरी।
Amity University has one of India's largest merit scholarship programs for brilliant students. Over 9,000 students with 90% plus in their 12th boards are currently at Amity, benefiting from the culture of academic excellence and focus on research and innovation. To be with like-minded students who want to be successful, apply at amity.edu/scholarships.
Get ready to witness the best technology extravaganza of the year. The first edition of the Republic Business Emerging Technology Awards has received an overwhelming number of nominations. Dominating the categories are AI and robotics, healthcare, edutech, fintech, banking and finance, and martech. Groundbreaking innovations and revolutionary ideas from the largest digitalized economy in the world. Join us as we celebrate India's incredible digital growth story. Republic Business Emerging Technology Awards, Friday, 5th July 2024.
चल हो जा शुरू।
केसरिया
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
With over 1,12,718 startups igniting innovation, driving digital growth, over 800 million internet users are bridging distances and strengthening bonds across the globe, making India the third largest digitalized country in the world, accounting for around 46% of the world's real-time digital transactions. To celebrate the makers and shakers behind Digital India and India's phenomenal digital yatra, Republic Business is delighted to bring its inaugural Republic Business Emerging Tech Awards.
Amid elections in the United States, Trump softened stance on immigration. Trump warns India's brightest minds, debating tonight at 8 p.m. And a gruesome murder. Congress MLA defends Darshan. Why give clean chit to a murder accused? Political links in NEET scam. Who is misleading the students? Attempt to pray and play on students. Debating tonight at 9 p.m. Amid elections in the United States, Trump softened stance on immigration. Trump warns India's brightest minds. Debating tonight at 8 p.m. As the world marks 10th International Yoga Day, it was Prime Minister Narendra Modi who led the celebrations from the banks of the Dal Lake.
Prime Minister's presence in Jammu and Kashmir is a significance to the people of Jammu and Kashmir who have been waiting for many announcements and also was waiting for the schemes that will be provided by the Modi 3.0, because this time he is coming as the Prime Minister and also as the head of the NDA government. Under his leadership, he has ensured accountability, which is very important for the development of Jammu and Kashmir. He talked about the transformation, transforming lives of the people of Jammu and Kashmir.
In Srinagar, Prime Minister emphasized on the global importance of yoga.
Yoga for self and society. The world is looking at yoga as a powerful agent of global good. Yoga helps us live in the present moment without baggage of the past. It connects us with ourselves and our deepest feelings. It brings about oneness of the mind, body, and soul.
Under the theme Yoga for Self and Society, as world celebrated Yoga Day, what resonated was Prime Minister's message of unity.
दुनिया के कितने ही देशों में योग डेली लाइफ का हिस्सा बन रहा है। मुझे याद है मैंने 2015 में तुर्कमेनिस्तान में योग सेंटर का उद्घाटन किया था। आज वहां योग बेहद पॉपुलर हो चुका है। तुर्कमेनिस्तान की स्टेट मेडिकल यूनिवर्सिटी में भी योग थेरेपी को शामिल किया है। सऊदी अरब ने तो योग को अपने एजुकेशन सिस्टम में भी शामिल किया है।
And with more than 7,000 people joining Prime Minister in celebrations, it is indeed a Naya Kashmir. Bureau Report for Republic TV.
Some breaking news updates from Pune. Shocking visuals of kidnapping that took place in broad daylight in Pune has been captured on CCTV. And the visuals show how a woman is being abducted in broad daylight. The incident occurred at Pune's Pimpri Chinchanwada, and the entire incident was caught on a CCTV in the vicinity. Well, these are the visuals, viewers. You can see on your screens of a woman being forcefully taken, kidnapped in broad daylight. She was forced into the car by unknown individuals. The probe is currently underway. This CCTV footage is currently under scanner. There you can see how these miscreants are dragging that woman and forcefully pushing her into the car while they abduct her in broad daylight. We have Satya Prakash joining us live from Pune. Satya Prakash, shocking incident has come to the fore. CCTV footage showing, a woman being abducted in broad daylight, forcefully taken into a car and being kidnapped has surfaced. Have the cops taken cognizance of the matter, and what's the investigation update?
देखिए ये मामला जो है 19 जून के है और ये घटना में जो तस्वीरें जो दिख रही है कि एक महिला है, एक लेडी है, उसको दो लोग पकड़ के लेके जा रहे हैं, गाड़ी में जबरदस्ती डाल रहे हैं। तो ये जो मामला है किडनैपिंग का मामला आया है, जो वाकड़ पुलिस स्टेशन है जो कि पिंपरी चिंचवड़ में है, पिंपरी चिंचवड़ के वाकड़ पुलिस स्टेशन में महिला कंप्लेंट दाखिल करा रही है। पुलिस कहना कि पूरे मामला जो है परिवार का मामला लग रहा है, लेकिन पुलिस इस मामले में मामला दर्ज कर रही है। फिलहाल अभी महिला पुलिस स्टेशन में है, लेकिन जो तस्वीरें सामने आई है कहीं बहुत चौंकाने वाली है। किस तरह से महिला को घसीटते हुए लेके जा रहे हैं तीन लोग। देखिए तस्वीरें जो घसीटते हुए लेके जा रहे हैं और फिर गाड़ी में डालते हैं और फिर लेके जाते हैं। महिला का आरोप है कि पहले इंजेक्शन दिया गया है, इसके बाद कहीं मारा गया है और फिर किडनैप करके लेके जाया गया है। फिलहाल ये जो है परिवार का मामला सामने आ रहा है, लेकिन पुलिस कह रही है कि हम इस मामले की जांच कर रहे हैं। महिला अभी वाकड़ पुलिस स्टेशन में है जो कि कंप्लेंट दाखिल करा रही है। जी
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद हमारे साथ जुड़ने के लिए सत्य प्रकाश जी। दैट्स द लेटेस्ट अपडेट व्यूअर्स। शी वाज ड्रग्ड एंड शी वाज फोर्सफुली टेकन अवे एंड prima facie the incident is due to a family rivalry. We'll get more details as and when the probe progresses in the matter. Let's now shift our focus on the record-breaking heatwave conditions that has now resulted in the deaths of many, because in Hajj, there's big news coming in. The Ministry of External Affairs has now reacted on the heatwave-like conditions, which is taking a toll across the globe on people's well-being as well. And the latest is that the Ministry of External Affairs has informed that 98 Indian pilgrims died during the Hajj Yatra this year. The MEA spokesperson Randeep Jaiswal said, and I quote, "This year 175,000 Indian pilgrims have visited Hajj so far. We have 98 Indian pilgrims who have died in Hajj." Let's listen in to that reaction coming in from the MEA.
A large number of Indian pilgrims visit Hajj every year. This year, 175,000 Indian pilgrims have visited Hajj so far. The core Hajj period is from, I think, May 9 to 22nd of July. So far, we've lost, or there are 98 Indians, pilgrims who have died in Hajj. A large number of Indian pilgrims visit Hajj every year. This year, 175,000 Indian pilgrims have visited Hajj so far. The core Hajj period is from, I think, May 9 to 22nd of July. So far, we've lost, or there are 98 Indians, pilgrims who have died in Hajj.
Now moving on, viewers, while observing the 10th International Yoga Day, the Indian Navy has now highlighted the effectiveness of yoga in the mental and physical health of the officials and its use as a soft power by promoting cultural diplomacy, spreading the Indian philosophy of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam and highlighting the course of the integration of yoga in naval forces. The Indian Navy stated that it has progressively integrated yoga into its training as well as daily routines, recognizing its benefits for physical fitness, mental resilience, and also stress management. Now, this integration began in the late 20th century and then, viewers, gained further momentum with the global recognition of yoga's advantages as well. Now, formal yoga programs, regular training sessions, and workshops are being conducted at naval bases as well as on the ships. Now let's tell you what's happening in the Renuka Swami murder case, because we have some fast-paced developments. In the latest, the police have recovered another key piece of evidence in the murder puzzle. This time it's an auto that has been seized and samples are being taken from the auto and it has been sent to the FSL lab. And what we know is that this is the same auto that was used by Darshan's gang to kidnap Renuka Swami from Chitradurga. And amidst all of this, viewers, another big embarrassing moment for the Congress has also emerged, with the Congress MLA openly defending actor Darshan, who has now been accused in the murder case. Here's the story.
Trouble continues to mount on Darshan and his gang in the Renuka Swami murder case. With each passing day, the investigating team is uncovering more pieces of the murder puzzle. Today, the police have recovered another crucial evidence in the Renuka Swami murder case. This auto you see on your screens is the same auto rickshaw which was used to kidnap Renuka Swami from Chitradurga. This auto rickshaw belongs to a man called Anu Kumar, who is the accused number 7 in the case. The police have recovered the auto rickshaw, which is also a key evidence in the murder case. In this auto, the probe teams have also recovered the evidence like fingerprints and hair strands, which they believe could belong to Renuka Swami and the other accused who were present at the time of kidnapping. These samples have now been sent to the FSL for further investigation.
The police have gone ahead and seized the all-important evidence which was used in the kidnapping of the victim Renuka Swami in Chitradurga, where they have seized the auto of one person by the name of Anukumar and also the objects which was present inside the auto as well, and it has been sent to the forensic science lab, and this could prove to be quite crucial for the cops to go ahead and prove that Renuka Swami was travelling in that particular auto on that day, because remember that Renuka Swami was initially picked off from a service road adjoining the national highway in an auto, and later he was taken a few kilometers away and then handed over to one of the key accused, Raghavendra, who was the president of Darshan's Fans Association, and later brought back to Bengaluru.
Not just that, amid the investigation, Matur Congress MLA Uday Gowda has courted controversy by openly issuing a clean sheet to Darshan. Listen in.
ಕಾಂಪ್ರಮೈಸ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಯಾವ ತರ ಕಾಂಪ್ರಮೈಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ನೀವೇ ಮಧ್ಯಸ್ಥಿಕೆ ವಹಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕಾಂಪ್ರಮೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ವಿಚಾರನೇ ನಮ್ಮ ಗಮನಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಆ ಗನ್ಮೇನ್ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಸರ್ ಈಗ ಯಾರು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆ ಇದ್ದವರು ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಯಾವ ಗನ್ಮೇನ್ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ನನಗೆ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ 5 ಜನ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ನಾನು. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಬ್ರು 5 ಜನ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಯಾವ ಗನ್ಮೇನಿಗೆ ಏನು ವಿಚಾರ ಅಂತ ನನ್ನ ಗಮನಕ್ಕೆ ಬರಬೇಕಲ್ಲ. ಜಗಳ ಆದರೆ ನನ್ನ ಜೊತೆಲೇ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಜಗಳ ಆದ್ರೆ ನನಗೆ ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಜಗಳ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅಂಥದ್ದೆಲ್ಲ ಸುಳ್ಳು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಯಾರು ಅವ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ನನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ಬಂದಾಗ ಅವ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ಯಾರು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಅವ್ರು ಒಬ್ಬರು ಇದ್ರು ಬರ್ತಿದ್ರು ಹೋಗ್ತಿದ್ರು ಅಷ್ಟೇ.
It doesn't stop there, viewers. Republic TV also confronted Uday Gowda, and in our conversation with him, he remained defiant and stuck to his statement while pinning the blame on the media. Listen in.
ಉದಯ್ ಅವರ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಿರೋದು? ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ಪ್ರಜ್ವಲ್ ಅಂತ, ರಿಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಾ ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕಿಂದ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಿರೋದು. ನೀವು ಇವಾಗ ತಾನೇ ವಿಧಾನಸೌಧದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ ದರ್ಶನ್ ಅವರು ಕೊಲೆಗಾರ ಅಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. ಹೇಗೆ ಹೇಳಕ್ಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅವರು ಕೊಲೆಗಾರ ಅಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ? ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟಿಗೇಷನ್ ನಡೀತಿದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ?
ಕೊಲೆಗಾರ ಅಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದನ್ನ ಸರಿ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಕೋಬೇಕು.
ಇಲ್ಲ ನೀವು
ಟಿವಿಲೆಲ್ಲ ಮೀಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕೋದಲ್ಲ.
ಅಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ಇನ್ನೋಸೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ, ಅದು ತಪ್ಪಲ್ವಾ?
ಇನ್ನೋಸೆಂಟ್ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ನಾನೇನು ಅವ್ರು ಮಾಡಿರೋ ತಪ್ಪು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸರಿ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ವಾದ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. ನೀವೇನೇನೋ
Breaking news coming in, viewers. Vishal Agarwal, the father of the killer brat in the Pune Posh case, gets bail from the Pune District Court. He has gotten the bail in the primary case wherein he was booked under 77 and 75 of JJ Act. Vishal Agarwal will still remain in jail as he's pending bail in abduction of the driver, and the manipulation of blood sample case continues. The VVIP brat's father has been granted bail by the Pune court, and remember viewers, he continues to stay in the jail because of his involvement in the kidnapping and also the blood sample manipulation case as well. This is the latest update in the Pune Posh case. We have Sandeep joining us live from Pune. Sandeep, Vishal Agarwal, the killer's father, has been granted bail. On what grounds was he granted bail, and does this mean relief, or will he continue to stay in jail, as we told our viewers?
See, as far as this case is concerned, there are 3 cases that have been registered against Vishal Agarwal, and in fact, in one of the primary case, in fact, he was booked ultimately under the sections of Juvenile Justice Act 77 and 75. He was booked under that act, and in fact, a bail application was put up by the lawyer Prashant Patil, and in the same sequence, he has got the bail in that case. But ultimately, he'll be behind the bars in the rest of the 2 cases. In fact, I'm being joined by Prashant Patil, the lawyer, in this very matter. Mr. Patil, if you could hear me, if you could let us know what were the grounds of the bail, and when was this bail application filed, and on what grounds have been, in fact, he has been released on bail? Okay.
However,
Well, Sandeep will get us the latest reaction from Sandeep Patil, the lawyer, but the latest in the Pune Posh case is that Vishal Agarwal, the father of the juvenile, the VVIP killer brat in the Pune Posh case, has secured bail from the Pune District Court. He has secured the bail in the primary case wherein he was booked under section 77 and 75 of the Juvenile Justice Act. But however, Vishal Agarwal will still remain behind bars. Moving on, we have visuals of S. Shankar and Sheikh Hasina's meeting in the national capital. These are the visuals of Bangladesh Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina meeting EAM Dr. S. Shankar as part of a 2-day state visit. Remember, the 2 nations will sign key agreements as well during the course of Sheikh Hasina's visit. But remember, it is Sheikh Hasina and 6 others from India's neighborhood. She was part of that team which met, or rather attended, the oath-taking ceremony of the Prime Minister. 7 VVIP leaders from India's neighborhood were present for the oath-taking ceremony, and Sheikh Hasina was one of them. And today, as soon as she landed in the national capital, she was accorded a grand welcome with cultural performances as well. And the diplomatic activities will continue, and there will be talks held between the two nations on various sectors as well. Agreements will be signed over cooperation in various sectors. And tomorrow is when the agreements will be signed in the national capital. With that, it's time for a quick break. But on the other side, we will tell you more about the three-city nexus in the NEET scam. Stay tuned.
Powered by Vimal, Polo Zuban Kesari.
Co-powered by Simpolo, Tile ho to Simpolo.
चल हो जा शुरू
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार विमल बोलो जुबान केसरी
Hotel Management with AI. Join International Institute of Hotel Management.
Get ready to witness the best technology extravaganza of the year. The first edition of the Republic Business Emerging Technology Awards has received an overwhelming number of nominations. Dominating the categories are AI and robotics, healthcare, edutech, fintech, banking and finance, and martech. Groundbreaking innovations and revolutionary ideas from the largest digitalized economy in the world. Join us as we celebrate India's incredible digital growth story. Republic Business Emerging Technology Awards, Friday, 5th July 2024.
चल हो जा शुरू
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार विमल बोलो जुबान केसरी
Hoy hace 10 años fui proclamado rey ante las Cortes Generales tras prestar el juramento previsto en nuestra Constitución. Aquel 19 de junio de 2014 compartí con todos los españoles mi compromiso firme de total entrega a España, fundamentado en el texto constitucional. A la Constitución y a sus valores me he ceñido y me ceñiré siempre en el cumplimiento de mis responsabilidades. Son guía para el ejercicio de mis funciones. Fue y es el compromiso de un rey constitucional que trasciende la exigencia del deber. Lo es también en el plano personal y moral, como expresión profunda de mi respeto y lealtad al pueblo español al que me debo.
Let's take a look at other stories from across the nation, viewers. In response to Kalakurchi Hooch tragedy, BJP leader Shehzad Poonawalla has accused the DMK, stating that it is not a tragedy, it is a DMK-made, DMK-sponsored disaster. Poonawalla alleges that opposition members raising concerns about the national tragedy in Tamil Nadu's assembly were silenced by DMK members.
Diversion, muzzling and keeping silent. Today morning, when members of the opposition and other people tried to raise this huge issue of national tragedy in the Assembly of Tamil Nadu, the DMK goons silenced them. What is it that they are trying to hide? Why is it that they do not want the truth to come out?
In a significant move, MP Chief Minister Mohan Yadav announced that the state of Madhya Pradesh will integrate teachings about Lord Ram and Lord Krishna into school and higher education curriculums. The decision, part of several initiatives discussed in today's meeting, includes plans for Ram Path Gaman and Ram Krishna Path Gaman alongside broader educational reforms.
सरकार ने श्री राम पथ गमन, श्री कृष्ण पथ गमन दोनों बड़े प्रोजेक्ट हाथ में लिए हैं और इन पथ गमन के आधार पर मध्य प्रदेश में भगवान राम किन किन स्थान पे गए हैं, उन प्रत्येक स्थान पर जाकर के उन स्थानों को चिन्हित करके उनको तीर्थ के रूप में विकसित करने का सरकार ने पहली बार में गठन के साथ ही निर्णय किया था। हमारे घोषणा पत्र में भी था। मुझे इस बात की प्रसन्नता कि हम इस पे काम कर रहे हैं।
Amid the ongoing controversy surrounding the conduct of the medical entrance exam, the Supreme Court has declined to impose a stay on NEET UG counselling. The court emphasized that cancelling the May 5th exam at this juncture would invalidate all associated processes. Additionally, the Supreme Court has issued notices to the National Testing Agency in response to other petitions and has scheduled a comprehensive hearing for July 8th to address these issues. Telangana Congress cadres, responding to a call from AICC, organized a large rally demanding stringent action against alleged irregularities in the NEET and NIT exams for 2024. TPCC Working President MLC Mahesh Kumar Gaud, along with Jagga Reddy, Anjan Kumar Yadav and other party leaders participated in the protests today.
Amid elections in the United States, Trump softened stance on immigration. Trump wants India's brightest minds. Debating tonight at 8 p.m.
Powered by Vimal, Polo Zuban Kesari.
Co-powered by Simpolo. Tile ho to Simpolo.
चल हो जा शुरू।
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
Amity University has one of India's largest merit scholarship programs for brilliant students. Over 9,000 students with 90% plus in their 12th boards are currently at Amity, benefiting from the culture of academic excellence and focus on research and innovation. To be with like-minded students who want to be successful, apply at amity.edu/scholarships.
भारत हम चल पड़े किस जुनून किस शान से, जन्नत नुमा कश्मीर से, आसाम के बागान से, महाराष्ट्र से, गुजरात से, कर्नाटक से, राजस्थान से, तब हिंदुस्तान मिले हिंदुस्तान से।
जेके टायर, देश का टायर।
चल हो जा शुरू।
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
Get ready to witness the best technology extravaganza of the year. The first edition of the Republic Business Emerging Technology Awards has received an overwhelming number of nominations. Dominating the categories are AI and robotics, healthcare, edutech, fintech, banking and finance, and martech. Groundbreaking innovations and revolutionary ideas from the largest digitalized economy in the world. Join us as we celebrate India's incredible digital growth story. Republic Business Emerging Technology Awards, Friday, 5th July 2024.
Amid elections in the United States, Trump softened stance on immigration. Trump warns India's brightest minds, debating tonight at 8 p.m. An actor and a gruesome murder. Congress MLA defends Darshan. Why give clean chit to a murder accused? Political links in NEET scam. Who is misleading the students? Attempt to pray and play on students. Debating tonight at 9 p.m. Amid elections in the United States, Trump softened stance on immigration. Trump warns India's brightest minds, debating tonight at 8 p.m.
From Asia's largest news headquarters, setting the agenda for Bharat. You're watching Republic.
From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate. Arnab Goswami on the debate.
Good evening and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening and welcome. I'm beginning tonight with a big news development which has gone completely unnoticed as usual by the rest of the media. The rest of the media who never report what is important. Donald Trump, former US president, who is not only the front runner, but I believe is likely to win the American elections later this year, has announced that if he comes to power, he will lure and seduce the best of Indian students studying in top universities in America like Harvard, MIT, and several other globally highly rated American universities. Donald Trump says that I'm going to lure the Indian students, make them leave India, give them a green card through an automatic route when I come back to power, so that they don't come back to India. Donald Trump says that the best of Indian and Chinese students in America should have an immediate pathway to American citizenship, to a green card, so that instead of taking up great jobs and building great careers in India and becoming great entrepreneurs in India, they live and work in America instead. That they give up their Indian citizenship, that they live in America and work to make, as he says, America great again. Ladies and gentlemen, this is such a big development and we're not even noticing it. Surprising. Surprising. Trump is a skilled businessman and he knows that no business, no economy, and no country in the world can operate without great talent. And therefore, he's incubating Indian talent. And if he succeeds, he might end up taking the best of Indian talent to America with the promise of a green card. A student who would have studied in America may now pay truckloads of money. A student can go to his parents and say, I need 4 crore rupees for a bachelor's degree, in the hope that once I complete my bachelor's degree, I will automatically get American citizenship down the line. So this is a real situation. Many Indian students who would have studied in IITs, Delhi University, Indian School of Business, they will all say, no, let's go to America. Let's hold it. Let's go to America. Let's somehow pay our way through that 4 years of that degree. And then go to Uncle Donald Trump and say, here we are, bright Indian student, give us a green card so that we can give up our Indian citizenship, make ourselves American citizens and work towards your dream of making America great again. Now my question is, we can keep cribbing, but what are we doing to keep that talent back home? What are we giving our future scientists, our future economists, our future geostrategists, our future tech wizards, our future rocket scientists, our space scientists? What are we giving them instead? Apart from dubious exams conducted by the dubious NTA, you've just seen what happened at NEET, and a completely out of date medieval UPSC structure that just the India's IAS lobby does not want to give up. What real options are we giving young Indians who want to come back and serve his or her country? Trump's plan should be a wake-up call for the Indian government, the Indian educational establishment, the Indian bureaucracy that is refusing to modernize the civil services exam and is giving no avenue for a talented Indian domain expert in any field, economics, geostrategy, business, finance, computers, space, giving no opportunity to them to serve their country by working for the government. Instead, you are told, mug up these big books on general studies, study 2 or 3 subjects, go for a 100-year-old exam, and then point this percentage of you have a chance of getting selected. Ladies and gentlemen, the private sector is always there. But the biggest motivation for a young Indian is to make India greater. Trump wants the best of India's brains to make America greater. And I say that it is time that we confront Trump's plan with a better one of our own instead of complaining. What do you say to that? I come to you with multiple debates tonight. Viewers, this green card promise of Donald Trump is mighty dangerous, I'm telling you. If he implements it, we're going to lose truckloads of Indian students who are going to go to America and stay there. Debate number 2 tonight, viewers. On the Darshan story, the superstar and the murder, we have 2 points of view tonight on the developing story with great inputs from Republic Canada. And at 9 o'clock tonight, why I think Rahul Gandhi is trying to play with and prey on students. And I say, students, you're strong enough on your own. You don't need to be led by Rahul Gandhi. This is your fight. Don't let it get politicized. And here are the headlines this Friday evening on the debate tonight. First Patna, then Godhra, and now Ranchi. A multi-city NEET scam involves big political links. And remember, all of this is happening just 3 days before the first session of the parliament. There is an attempt to mobilize students to prey on and play with students. Rahul and Priyanka riding on the anger of the agitated students. But I want to tell you today, fight your battles alone, students. Don't let any politician misuse you for their own gains.
थोड़ा ज्ञान प्राप्त कर लेना चाहिए इन लोगों को। ये लोग जो किंगपिंग जो है पेपर लीक के, उन लोगों से इशू को डाइवर्ट करना चाहते हैं।
After Republic's deep investigation exposed the student kingpin Mantri link in the NEET scam, the opposition is distancing themselves. We told you how Tejasvi Yadav, RJD leader's close aide, is linked to the NEET scam. Today, the former Deputy Chief Minister of Bihar says it's an attempt to divert attention. It's a shame how these politicians are playing with the students. Day after day after day, there are skeletons tumbling out of the Renuka Swami murder case. The actor that you see on your screens, Darshan, brutally assaulted and planned the murder of his own fan, paid about 70 lakh rupees to hide that murder, went and took shelter inside his wife's home, and today a Congress MLA is giving him a clean chit. And the announcement that former American President Donald Trump has made, where he has pitched to retain Indian brains. Trump says that he wants to grab the best of Indian students by promising them a green card and telling them they're going to have an automatic route to American citizenship. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a big development gone unnoticed so far in the rest of the Indian media, but we are looking at it sharply tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to start the show tonight with a topic that has been conveniently ignored by the rest of the media that has been running behind petty statements of politicians. Tonight, I want to bring to you an issue that, in my view, is of great concern to you and your future. Trump is promising green cards to good Indian students. He is luring them and saying, when I'm going to come back as American president, I'm going to give a green card to all Indian students graduating from top American universities. His idea is to take away the best of our minds. And I urge the Indian government, I urge them to get beyond their shallow politics and look upon this as a real threat. Because if the best of Indian minds go and serve America, our future will be compromised.
With elections due in November in the United States of America, there's a dramatic change in Donald Trump's stance.
Thank you very much.
After promising the largest deportation operation in American history if he's re-elected,
we have no choice. Within moments of my inauguration, we will begin the largest domestic deportation operation in America. We have no choice because this is not sustainable. It's no wonder Joe Biden and his thugs are so desperate to stop us. They know that we are the only ones who can stop them. They know that.
Trump is now changing his tunes. Former US president wants to grant green cards to foreign graduates from top American colleges. Trump's comment contradicts his 2016 promise to end the use of H-1B visas. Trump's proposal could potentially benefit the Indian diaspora. It also raises a burning question. on what are we doing as a nation to retain our own talent.
This is actually a huge development, but it's gone unnoticed. And I have with me a great guest list tonight, Professor Madhav Nalapat, Sushant Sareen, Senior Fellow ORF. Madhav Nalapat, of course, is Vice Chairman of the Manipal Advanced Research Group. Saurabh Shukla is Editor-in-Chief of newsmobile.com. Abhijit Chawda is a very well-recognized podcaster, geopolitical analyst. I love his podcast. I like his style. Sajju Jain is board member of CRDF tonight. He's alumni of Harvard and of the University of Iowa. Mr. Jain, I want to begin with you. What's the strategy here, you think? It's a very important issue, and we have sort of not looked at it. But when Trump says, I want to give automatic green card to the best of Indian students who are going to the greatest schools, who are going to the phenomenal schools. He mentions Harvard and MIT and all the greatest schools. What's on his mind here, and why is he doing this?
Well, there's a global race for talent. And talent is always going to go to where the best opportunities are available. My point of view is quite simple, is that, the US has always been considered the land of opportunity in the West. Why aren't we looking at India as the land of opportunity in the East? And what are we doing to make that happen?
Absolutely, I agree with you on that. Saurabh, there's a thought here.
Yeah.
There's a clear thought here. He says that, we need the best of the Chinese and Indian students, because these students go back to India and, in his words, they become multi-billionaires employing thousands and thousands of people. He says they should be doing that in America instead.
Arnab, there are two things. I'm glad that you've taken up this issue, and this is obviously your understanding.
I'm losing you there on the video link. You're back. You're back now. You're back. I lost a few words in between.
Yeah. So I'm glad that you got this issue up. See, the reason why Donald Trump has done this is because he realizes that Indian Americans are a crucial vote bank. So far, there were a lot of fears because of his policy on immigration. Now the fact that he has clarified that skilled immigrants, and specifically Indian immigrants, because talented students are from India. By this announcement, he has made sure that some of the swing states, some of the Indian Americans, their vote can make a big difference to Donald Trump's tally. And if he has to win the November elections, the crucial votes will be of Indian Americans. That's one reason. Secondly, it's not that easy to get green card to everyone. So I think while yes, India has to make all the changes to attract the best talent back to India, because a lot of these young people want to work in India. But the challenge is, as you said rightly, that we have situations like the NEET exam happening. We don't have proper infrastructure to support some of the best talented people, the domain experts. You talked about geopolitics. You talked about, whether it's AI engineers. If we create the talent pool here, we create opportunities. Some of these young people will also be coming back to India.
But he is very strategic. Trump is very strategic. Trump is very strategic. You have to give it to him. I agree there's a political angle, but there's also a thought here. I want to go to Abhijit next. Abhijit, see, he wants the best. He says, I want to make America great again. He knows that his next term, when he gets it, is going to be his last term. He's going to go all out. So he's saying, I'm going to give an automatic green card. Automatic green card may mean that suppose you're a student from a middle class family, you can't afford 4 to 5 crores, which it costs for a 4-year degree minimum in the United States. Students will take huge loans. Go to America not to study in that university, because they'll say, okay, if I go to Princeton, or I go to MIT, or I go to Stanford, or I go to Harvard, then I am automatically getting that green card. And then I become a citizen. So the person is lost for us. So we can't discount this. I mean, we can't underplay this, can we?
Yes, indeed. It's a huge incentive for Indians to now go to the US and study, take out big loans and get out of India, because the Indian education system is absolutely abysmal. Everybody wants to escape this. If we had a better education system and better opportunities here, would be different. So Indians will be incentivized to go there. And Trump obviously has a domestic political reason for doing this. There's a massive influx of illegals from every country into the US. More than 7 million illegal immigrants in the past 3.5 years. So 24 will probably be the last election actually decided by US citizens. That's what Elon Musk says. So he wants to get the Indian vote. There are lots of Indians over there, and they want obviously more Indians to come in. So,
what
so
if he
that's
follows
one of
this
the
up,
reasons he's doing this.
Abhijit, what if he follows this up? What if he actually does this, say, in the first 3 months of his administration? Are we going to sit and watch? You know, the best of Indian minds will go.
Oh, yes. What can the Indian government do? I think the Indian government should have, you know, done something to reform the education system or taken steps. There is this new education policy 2020, which is in the works, but that's not really going to address anything.
We
have run out of time.
Abhijit, it's not only about the education system, it's also about the opportunity after that. Suppose today a 23, 24, 25-year-old Indian wants to serve the country. What will they do? Sit for an UPSC exam as 60% reservation, then you know, there's hardly a chance, and then there is the kind of horrible NEET system, the NTA, your entire future is in doubt. I think this NEET issue has not just made students who are applying for medical insecure, it would make someone in UGC NET insecure, it would make somebody for the joint entrance exam insecure, for the CLAT insecure, so it's had a cascading effect. You know, this is dangerous. Professor Nalapat, Trump wants wealth creators. He is saying on day one on my new administration, I will carry out the largest deportation in American history. I will remove immigrants, especially illegal immigrants who are committing crimes, stealing jobs and government resources, and his words, poisoning the blood of the United States. On one side that. Then he's saying, oh, but I want those best Indian students who go to places like Harvard and MIT to get automatic green cards after their graduation. There's a business logic here.
Well, Arnab, my worry is that Harvard, MIT, and other universities, they're extremely well endowed and they have very strong financial support. They are, if they go the route of giving a lot of scholarships, for example, to Indian students, the United States security system is a little wary of Chinese students because the potential that some of them may be serving as in a role other than students, but Indian students are welcome. And if that were to happen, there's no doubt that it would mark a very significant change for the simple reason that if you try and block all immigration, illegal immigration, yes. Now what's happening is that illegal immigration is uncontrolled, legal immigration is being blocked, and legal integration into the country is being blocked. I think Trump, as a good businessman, he is basically saying, I'll enforce a crackdown on illegal immigration and ensure that legal immigrants are given a green card and a pathway to success in the United States. You're quite right about that. And may I say that, you know, it's very important that we get our systems in place.
You see,
and there is such a thing as possibly over-centralization. The United States has quite a decentralized system. It's serving the country well. So if you over-centralize in a country the size of India and the complexity of India, then
we are not doing enough.
Then 1% or 1% of individuals in the system can completely, damage the integrity of the entire system.
It's also telling me that he's investing in a future extremely premium demographic dividend, Sushant. He is not willing to give H-1B category visas, for example, very easily to a 45 or 50-year-old Indian who would have children and aging parents to continue to live and work in the United States. He's going to be very stingy with those. But to a 23, 24-year-old graduate of an MIT or Princeton, he's rolling out the red carpet. So he is doing this with an intention.
Arnab, let's get a couple of things straight. Number one, this is not aimed at India. This is not aimed at China. This is aimed at his own domestic constituency, as Professor Nalapat very correctly said. This is because of the anomalies of the American immigration system that you have millions of, I think Abhijit was talking about millions of people streaming into America, most of them thugs, criminals, God knows what all. And you have bona fide students, brilliant students who are going out there and, you're not even giving them a chance to work after they graduate. That is one. So I think he's trying to address that and he's trying to address his domestic constituency. Secondly, on the Indian front, let's get a couple of things straight. Number one, this scheme, from what I can understand, is not limited only to the Princeton and Harvards. And let me tell you something, The really cutting edge work in American universities is not happening in Princeton and Harvard. What you have in Princeton and Harvard are encampments and support for Hamas and terrorism support. What you have other universities in the United States, which are not very well known in India, the Emorys, the Vanderbilts and others, who are doing the most cutting edge scientific research. So keep that in mind. This is also for those universities. Number 3, I think it is important to understand, given the abysmal nature of Indian academia, it is good if Indian students go abroad. They get, they hone their talents, they hone their skills, but we have to create a system that they come back. Many of them would want to come back, but tell me something, Arnab. In this country, you have done cutting edge research in the world, and you join an organization where an IAS Babu whose history honors pass will lord over you and tell you whether a particular rocket should fire or should not fire. Number 1.
That's
Number
my point.
2,
That's my point.
One second. Let me just finish. You have a cutting edge economist who will come and tell you there will be another some Babu sitting out there, some deputy secretary telling you how things should work or should not work. Number 3, please tell me which private sector out here does R&D work. Nobody, virtually nobody, right? It's not just about doing software.
No, it is not. You're bang on.
And last year,
bang on.
And this is crucial.
No,
Please
bang
tell
on.
me,
Absolutely the point. Absolutely the point.
What legal and regulatory reforms have you brought in that if I am an entrepreneur who comes back from the US, I want to set up a manufacturing facility. Do you know, a friend of mine, a colleague of mine has done a research. There are 26,000 penal clauses in Indian laws that can put you in jail because you've not kept a peak down so that you can, a spittoon in your factory.
No,
floor.
it's so
you
well
have not kept a place for a horse to drink water. You have these kind of bizarre
No, we
laws.
are. You see, that what Prime Minister Narendra Modi needs to do in his third term is understand that the kind of threat this is. And actually, there has been a pushback from the bureaucracy, so Saurabh. It is not like the government has not wanted to change the nature of recruitment, for example, into government. But the IAS lobby does not like it. My question tonight would be this, Abhijit and Saurabh, to you. Suppose today there is a PhD in economics from Harvard, an Indian, or a PhD in space research from Stanford, or a PhD in computer science from MIT, right? And he or she says, I want to work towards Viksit Bharat. I want to make India great again. They are not going to come back, Abhijit, and sit and mug up a general studies paper, a tutorial, go to a tutorial somewhere or go to a coaching center after having done a PhD in computer science from MIT. They want to serve the country. China achieved a lot because it got that high-level quality of talent into government. We think all we need to do is make unicorn banao, entrepreneurship banao. They want to work for the government. We have no opportunities. And Trump is pulling our talent away, Saurabh. It's a huge threat. What do you think, Saurabh, and then Abhijit? Saurabh first.
Yeah, Arnab, you've said the right thing. Take the case of India's diplomatic establishment. Where have we created real opportunity for domain experts to get in? Not everything can be done by officers who join the foreign service. A lot of domain experts who can be tapped in. What about ministries? Prime Minister had a great plan of getting domain experts into the government. I spoke to a bunch of them. They told me about the frustration. They face by the bureaucracy which is there, which does not want to get in these young talent.
The bureaucracy wants to hold on to the positions even after they are retired.
Arnab, I'm telling you, what happens? What does US do? They get talent from the private sector, straight entry into the US State Department.
I agree.
There is a program like that.
No, there isn't one. That's my problem. There isn't one. There isn't one. And then we say, Saurabh, sorry to intervene. No, then we say that, look how well Indians do when they go abroad. All the CEOs of the top 648 unicorns, almost 100 of them are led by Indians. We should be proud about that. But we have done everything possible. As a country, Abhijit, we do everything possible to make sure that the highest quality talent from the highest and best universities never comes back to India. We deny them the opportunities and we create a babudam out here. Abhijit.
Yes, indeed. We don't roll out the red carpet for our talent. We have so much talent that has to leave the country to get an education abroad. I mean, Saurabh spoke about the US, what they have done. Look at what the Chinese have done. They have the 1,000 Talents program. They've spent trillions of dollars worth of money into identifying which sectors.
South Korea as well.
They need to focus on. Indeed, indeed. So they are very strategic about this. They have a long-term plan and vision. Where is our vision? Where's our plan? What are the industries and sectors that we want to focus on the next 20 years? And how do we get people back? How do we incentivize them to come back? Do research, do actual R&D, do actual technological development, start up new companies and unicorns. How do we do this? Do we have a plan? We do not seem to have a plan. And this is something I've speaking about for years, and nothing is being done. So that's really frustrating. But we can just copy what the Chinese have done and modify it to suit our requirements. And we can have a 10-year program, and that's how we start off. But I don't see anything being done. And the root cause is the education system, which is abysmal. It doesn't teach you critical
employment
thinking.
System also.
What to think and so on.
Employment system, government recruitment system. Indeed. Government recruitment system.
There's no merit in India. No merit. It's all reservations. I mean, how do you...
So someone is therefore recognizing Mr. Saju Jain, and Trump being Trump, I mean, you can bet on him to get right down to the point. He's cut the chase. He says, I want those who are pulling American society down out. I want the illegal infiltrators, the uneducated, the ones who contribute to our crime, etc. out. And I want the complete creme de la creme of academia, institutions, the best, to get an automatic entry into my country. Now, what should we do? We're running out of time. Saju, what would you do? We can talk about this, but what would we do?
Yeah, I would look at a solution right now, right? Like, I'll give you an example. I have a friend, he's an American. He's lived here in India for 17 years. He's raised $4 billion for Indian companies in terms of funding. And yet, every year, he has to go and get his visa stamped. His children were educated here, they've grown up over here, and they can't get a job here. They've studied in the best universities, and they want to come back here and they want to study here. So where is our program, right? It's not, all the other panelists have spoken about, about Indians, but why aren't we taking a very broader view and saying, let us be a magnet for global talent. Wherever the best talent is, yes, they can go to the US, but why not have India as an option?
Absolutely.
So if we create a program that allows the best talent in the world to come, set criteria, set judicious, meritorious criteria, and let them come here, set up their businesses here, give them something to hold on to.
Yeah.
When somebody's been here for 17 years and still has to go every year to take a stamp on their visa, what are we talking about how we treat talent?
Yeah. I agree with you, Saju, and viewers, before I go for the last point by Professor Madhav Nalapat, I just want to tell you, viewers, that Indian origin CEOs, this is the biggest cliche, they lead 16 Fortune 500 companies, they employ millions of Americans, they generate trillions of dollars in revenue, and Indian Americans have also co-founded 72 out of the 648 unicorns, which means 1 out of every 9 unicorns in America is being founded by an Indian American. And we are sitting here discussing when to implement a caste census. We are sitting here discussing how to do NEET all over again. And then we say we will have a Viksit Bharat. And my point is you can't have a Viksit Bharat. We got to change the whole system. But the problem in our country is when one Sanjeev Sanyal opens his mouth out on that, and when one Sanjeev Sanyal says that the UPSC is outdated, everybody jumps on him. Like he is cardinal sin, Sanjeev Sanyal. Act on him. We're just not being practical here.
Whole lobby.
Am I right? So you saw what happened to him. He was being trolled like anything because he criticized the UPSC. He said the damn right thing, Saurabh.
There's a whole lobby, Arnav.
Whole lobby went after him.
This system to be unshackled. They don't want, because they are a vested interest which thrive on this.
I know people will say I'm biased to Sanjeev because he was just senior to me in college, in Delhi University and at Oxford. But I would say if you get 200 Sanjeev Sanyals to come back to the country, we would be better off. But we're not doing anything. Now my question here is it too late? Is it too late, Professor Nalapat? What would you have one foot in academia as well.
Look, I'd like to say, Arnav, very clearly that, first of all, India and Indian education institutes are capable of attracting the best talent. Manipal University, for example, and several other universities, Manipal have a substantial number of foreign students, including US citizens. They're not coming to here because of the climate. They're coming here because of the quality of education.
Yeah.
And now you correctly talked about Babuda. Look at ISRO and the Atomic Energy Commission. Both of these were staffed, headed by scientists, atomic scientists and space scientists. They were not headed by bureaucrats.
Yeah.
And what happened? Even though they were completely domestic, even though we were completely blocked from access to foreign technology, we developed the best technology.
I'm with you.
So, as it's correctly been said, Indian domain experts can do the job, but give them a chance, number one.
Give them a chance.
Number two, as you very correctly said, 26,000 ways in which an Indian can be sent to jail. It's the easiest thing in the world to send somebody to jail in India, which is frankly wrong. It should be the most difficult thing to send anyone to jail. And that should be the case, particularly in India, the largest democracy. So yes, and today, in today's online age, where frankly information can flow in nanoseconds, I'm really surprised that you have a system such as NEET, which allows this kind of copying of paper questions all over the place. And obviously there will be some people who cheat. You can use online systems to make sure that everybody gets the paper at the same time, and only a few will have that access. So you can identify who are the likely perpetrators.
I agree with you on everything.
Punish them very severely.
I agree with you on everything. Only that part about going to jail, having had some personal experience of that. Ouch! You touched a raw nerve out there. But you were rubbing it in on me. But I know there are a billion ways in which innocent Indians can be sent to jail. But my question is, viewers, tonight, take what Trump is doing very seriously. It's not a Trump joke. If it becomes from intention to execution, believe me, it's the biggest threat for the country. An accelerated brain drain. And I thank you there to my first panel. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm now going to what we've been reporting incessantly from Republic Kannada, and now it's a national story. Superstar Kannada actor Darshan and his group are in deep, deep trouble. There is more and more evidence emerging every day confirming Darshan's role in the murder case. The cops have even recovered the same shoes that he wore to the crime scene from his wife Vijay Lakshmi's flat. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll bring you more on that story after a 30-second Securite break.
Arnab will be right back with the debate.
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार विमल बोलो जुबां केसरी।
And you know what, viewers, every time you report on any crime or alleged crime or allegation against anyone from the film industry in this country, you are told, oh, you're targeting celebs. But this is not a targeting of a celeb. Darshan, Kannada superstar, involved deeply in a terrible, terrible murder case. Here's the latest and then we debate.
Darshan and gang are in serious trouble. The actor and his accomplices are facing charges of murder, kidnapping and destruction of evidence. And despite the grim body of evidence of his role and his own admission, a Congress MLA has absolved the actor of murder charges. In a shocking turn of events, Rahul Gandhi's MLA Uday Gowda has openly issued a clean chit to actor Darshan. Defending the challenging star, Gowda said Darshan did not commit the murder. Listen into this embarrassing statement.
ನನ್ನ ಗಮನಕ್ಕೆ ಆ ವಿಚಾರನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಕಾಂಪ್ರಮೈಸ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್. ಏನು ಮಾತಾಡಲಿ, ಯಾವ ತರ ಕಾಂಪ್ರಮೈಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಏನೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನೀವೇ ಮಧ್ಯಸ್ಥಿಕೆ ವಹಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಏನೋ ಕಾಂಪ್ರಮೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ ಗನ್ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ವಿಚಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ವಿಚಾರನೇ ನಮ್ಮ ಗಮನಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಶುದ್ಧ. ಆ ಗನ್ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ಎಲ್ಲೋದ್ರು ಸರ್ ಈಗ? ಯಾರು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆ ಇದ್ದವರು? ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಯಾವ ಗನ್ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ನನಗೆ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ 5 ಜನ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ನಾನು. ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಬ್ರು 5 ಜನ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಯಾವ ಗನ್ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ಇದು ಏನು ವಿಚಾರ ಅಂತ ನನಗೆ ನನ್ನ ಗಮನಕ್ಕೆ ಬರಬೇಕಲ್ಲ. ಜಗಳ ಆದರೆ ನನ್ನ ಜೊತೆಲೇ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಜಗಳ ಆದ್ರೂ ನನಗೆ ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಅಂತ ಜಗಳ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂಥದ್ದೆಲ್ಲ ಸುಳ್ಳು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಯಾರು ಅವ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ನನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ಬಂದಾಗ ಅವ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ಯಾರು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಅವ್ರು ಒಬ್ಬರ ಇದ್ರು ಬರ್ತಿದ್ರು, ಹೋಗ್ತಿದ್ರು ಅಷ್ಟೇ.
The embarrassment did not just stop there. Republic TV confronted Uday Gowda, and guess what? He remained defiant.
ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟಿಗೇಷನ್ ನಡೀತಿದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ?
ಕೊಲೆಗಾರಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದನ್ನ ಸರಿ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಕೋಬೇಕು.
ಇಲ್ಲ ನೀವು
ಟಿವಿಲೆಲ್ಲ ಮೀಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕೋದಲ್ಲ.
ಅಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ನೀವು ಇನ್ನೋಸೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ, ಅದು ತಪ್ಪಲ್ವಾ?
ನನಗೆ ತಿಳಿದಷ್ಟು ಇನ್ನೋಸೆಂಟ್ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ನಾನೇನು ಅವ್ರು ಮಾಡಿರೋ ತಪ್ಪು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸರಿ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ವಾದ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. ನೀವೇನೇನೋ ನಿಮ್ಮ TRP ರೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಬಂದಾಗ ನೀವು.
Remember viewers, it was near Gowda's residence that Darshan's accomplices even assaulted a police constable named Nagesh. Not just that, Darshan had in the past openly claimed that police cannot do anything to them. Republic TV has also accessed Nagesh's medical report that confirms the assault. According to the medical report, individuals named Mani, Lakshman and Nagaraju have been accused of the assault. And incidentally, 2 of these 3 are also the accused number 11 and 12 in the Renuka Swami murder. And despite all this, Gowda continues to shield Darshan. Today he jumped in to defend the challenging star in his challenging times. But then, has he jumped the gun even before the probe is completed?
The all-important evidence which was used in the kidnapping of the victim Renuka Swami in Chitradurga, where they have seized the auto of one person by the name of Anukumar, and also the objects which was present inside the auto as well, and it has been sent to the forensic science lab, and this could prove to be quite crucial for the cops to go ahead and prove that Renuka Swami was travelling in that particular auto on that day. Because remember that Renuka Swami was initially picked off from a service road adjoining the national highway in an auto, and later he was taken a few kilometers away and then handed over to one of the key accused, Raghavendra, who was the president of Darshan's Fans Association.
Darshan's advocate Ranganath Reddy is live from Bengaluru. He is second from the right of the screen. Raghu Doderi is spokesperson of the Karnataka Congress. Nupur Mehta is an actor. She's joining us from the NCR. And my first question is to Bhavna Belegere. Bhavna Belegere is the editor of Hi Bengaluru and a movie producer. Bhavna, is there any defense that Darshan has anymore? And how is this case being seen across Karnataka? I'm told that this is all that news channels have been reporting and talking about. People are consuming every second of information on this. How are things there on the story, and does Darshan have any defense left?
No, actually, it is a very bad situation here that nobody is actually taking as far as media. We are not actually defending Darshan, and we are actually saying the facts, and we are appreciating the work of police people here or the public prosecutor here. The work is being very, very appreciated, and neither that we are always saying that whatever Darshan has done is not appreciated, not received well here.
Okay, so he's a big star. I mean, would you rank him in the top 5?
Definitely, yes.
Among the top 5 Kannada's film stars? Huge following?
Yes, sure.
Huge following?
For sure.
Absolutely. Raghu Doderi, spokesperson of the Karnataka Congress, did the Karnataka government try and defend him? Did Darshan and his gang try to pressurize the government? Did he make calls, to people in government? There's a talk about 5 ministers who are supporting him. Visuals on the screen, please. Thank you.
No, absolutely no, Arnab. The government of Karnataka never support anybody. So we always treat everyone, whatever under the law, whoever is, guilt. So we will punish them, but we never, differentiate between any cases. For that matter, we don't support anybody. So what we have given, government has given a clear, instruction to the police department to act.
He made several calls initially. Did he call any ministers?
No. So we don't have any, see, it is just a baseless allegations. Nobody has called the ministers. So it's absolutely wrong information. It is just a fake information. It's been spread by opposite parties. So now I don't really agree with that. But government has given a complete instruction to the police and given a full and free hand to the police to act according to the law. So we don't support anybody or we don't go against anyone. So we will work according to the law. We will work according to the law of the nation.
Ranganath Reddy is Darshan's advocate live on my program. Mr. Reddy, do you have any case left on this yet? I mean, why doesn't Darshan plead guilty instead of trying to put up a defense which will not hold?
I know case is primarily based on circumstantial evidence.
Audio, please. 1 second. I want your audio to be better and cleaner to my producers. Very important conversation we're having tonight. Can you come? Can't hear you. This has to be fixed. Or can we get him a phone line? We need to fix this immediately. Ladies and gentlemen, we need to fix that phone line immediately. Very many people are waiting to see what Darshan's lawyer says to me. Can you hear me now? Mr. Reddy, visuals on the screen, producers, audio to be improved, and in the meantime I go to Nupur. Nupur, how are you viewing this? You must be reading a lot about it.
Very good evening, Arnab.
Visuals on the screen, please, full frame, thank you. Nupur, louder.
Yes, I have...
yeah.
Yes, I have gone through the entire engagements that are rolling up every single day. Firstly, I would like to say that whatever happened is a horrific, tragic incident. My condolences with the deceased and the family. My sympathies with the family and the unborn child, which is very, very sad and disappointing. But at the same time, I would also like to wait till the time police does its work dutifully and comes to a charge sheet. It goes in the court gives a final judgment, a final verdict. Let's give them some time and space so that they can come with the real facts and the evidences which are under scrutiny right now. I also think that the world doesn't really work on accusations, Arnab. So we need to wait for the hardcore facts, for the genuine truth. Now, in this entire scenario, I pointed out two things.
Yes.
Which I think are very vital. Renuka Swami was sending messages on a portal, on a public platform to Pavitra. And Pavitra was very disturbed and she thought that this is defamatory and derogatory statements and messages.
So she told her boyfriend to kill him.
She could have gone ahead
and the boyfriend killed him.
Exactly my question. I had gone through this 6 years earlier.
But Arnab, we don't know that. This is what the media is saying. This is what the social media is saying. She could have gone ahead and filed a defamation case against Renuka Swami and taken legal aid for this entire disturbance that had created in her life. Second most vital point is that I think it's high time we take this horrific incident as an exemplary platform and we start creating
that's why you need to make an example of Darshan.
And regulations
the only way to do that is to make an example of Darshan.
On the social media platform.
We need to make an example of Darshan.
But Arnab, the defense... I think this Renuka Swami was a victim of the star worship syndrome.
And what exactly is that?
Doesn't mean that he...
Bhavna?
When will this entire social media warfare stop? Online warfare.
Gets killed. Doesn't mean that he gets killed by a superstar. And then that superstar goes, the actress or a lover or a girlfriend.
Ma'am, we still don't know that the superstar killed Renuka Swami or not. I said we should wait for the final verdict of the Honorable Court.
Ma'am, that is correct.
But there's hardcore evidence.
I don't want to
hardcore
sit
evidence
here
which
and
has already
defame
come up in
a
this case.
sandalwood
You know
superstar.
what happens here is every time suppose you have a bunch of superstars who get into someone's drawing room in Mumbai and decide to smoke up some weed and have some cocaine and do the usual meth kind of thing that they do. And if you report it, you'll be told, oh, it's so sad, you're not letting these superstars have a private life. And if another superstar gets drunk and drives over an innocent man who's sleeping outside a bakery somewhere in Mumbai or Kolkata, then you say, oh, it's so sad, you don't understand, the superstar wasn't even driving the car. You ordinary people just don't like the superstars. But this time, Prashant Sambargi joining us tonight is himself an actor, film distributor and social activist. Things are changing. People are asking the questions, aren't they, Prashant?
Arnab, we have been witnessing this for the past 12 days. It's a gruesome killing by the star and his gang. They call themselves D-Gang. They have used a car garage where a lot of vehicles are there. It's a filmy style. It's the rarest of the rare murder. I think Darshan is up to the willow. I think the evidence collected by the police is extraordinary. They have got about 132 witnesses, eyewitnesses. They have documentary evidence, whatnot. You got everything. And this murder is a watertight case. It's a close and shut case. There is no room for Darshan to come out. Even I think the
So is he getting any support from anyone in the state government?
Yeah, see, there are a lot of things, some of producers who wanted to get him out while he was arrested in Mysore. There was a Bangalore-based MLA who lobbied to the Chief Minister of Karnataka to let him go. And there was.
Is that true? 1 minute, we have Raghu Doderi of the Karnataka Congress. Is that true, sir?
The Congress can say no.
It's absolutely rubbish statement by somebody. I don't accept whatever his statement. It's absolutely rubbish, but I don't accept his statement. And government has never interfered. Government has never interfered in any of this inquiry activity. Police has given a complete and full hand to take the law under their control, and the justice should be prevailed. So just because of my friend Sambargi shouting at it won't, so we don't. The government has made it very clear, and Home Minister has made it very clear that we don't interfere and we don't differentiate any cases or any person for this matter. Also, Chief Minister, the government has made it very clear that the government will never interfere in any of this affair. So law will take its action, and the law should be, justice should be prevailed. That is Mr. Sambargi. Please.
It's in public domain, Arnab. Public domain. All the national media has reported. All the vernacular language is defended. I don't.
All the action.
CM got pressure. Chief Minister of Karnataka got pressure from all cabinet ministers.
I want the lawyer back. Can I have the lawyer back?
The government will never interfere in any of this affair. And the government has full support to the police department and the police. Police is acting according to the law and law of the land.
So why doesn't the police say we have absolute evidence against him? There's a blood stain sample. There's a blood stain sample from the back seat of the Scorpio car. There's CCTV footage, DVR, hair strand, slips of the toll bills which have been paid. Every bit of the evidence is there. Renuka Swami's clothes were also found with him. The 17 people, you see, this is the kind of crime that these people from the film industry do. Till today, we don't know who killed Sushant Singh Rajput. Till today, we don't know who killed Sushant Singh Rajput. But if you question anyone,
we are getting inputs every day, and people supporting, especially the fans, they act like jihadis. Their mind is tarnished. Their mind is influenced.
Whose fans? Which fans?
Darshan's fans, he means.
Darshan fans. I comment on TV. I get
need to have pity here on national
those
news.
kinds of people.
Okay? Whoever you are, let me tell you one thing. You have made your final conclusions and your final judgments without the court's judgment.
Darshan, Darshan
is
has
not
a
been
history.
penalized right
Darshan
now.
has a
My
history
only
as a
thing
rowdy.
is that he's
Darshan
been
has a history
accused.
of
He's
abuser.
He's
Darshan
under
is a wild
allegation.
Darshan
Let
has-
the police
Darshan has
people
gone
do
to jail
their
14
job
days.
beautifully.
Darshan has got a
You
rowdy
Why are the
people
fans
and
interfering?
shouting
One minute.
on national media
Nupur,
not going to
Nupur,
him.
one minute. Bhavna, no, 1 minute. Prashant. Why are the fans interfering? This is an attempt to intimidate the criminal justice system in our country.
100%. You said it right. You said it right.
Nupur, audio please. Audio, Nupur.
It's a disgusting thing, you know. The place which gave a Rajkumar.
Here on national news, everybody has made their final judgments. They have proven him guilty. They have penalized him. They want to hang him till death. Let the courtroom, let the honorable court come out with their judgment and let the court prove him guilty.
Oh my God!
That's correct.
I think
People
you're
are
not
sitting
seeing the
here and
photos of
shouting
Renuka Swami.
on the panel.
Swami has been butchered.
Let the policeman make a charge sheet. If you are shouting here so much against Darshan, then you are tarnishing his reputation.
I have the...
What evidences do you have? The evidence is that the policemen have that they are still under scrutiny.
Nobody is saying he's innocent.
Do you understand? They are still investigating.
Nobody is actually tarnishing his reputation.
I am
He
not
has a
taking
history
anyone's
like
favor.
Mr. Sambalji
Neither am I
actually
against
spoke.
anyone.
I think she
Let the law and order of our country do its work.
Viewers, what you're seeing here, I just want to tell you in the context of SSR, the moment you question anyone, I've seen this trend, Prashant. I've seen this trend, Prashant, that the moment, allow me, Prashant, the moment you question a film star, the moment you question someone from the glamour world, they just turn around and say, how can you question us? We are cinema stars.
Yeah.
We can do drugs, we can get involved in anything, we can even kill people, but we are cinema stars, you see. And you are ordinary people.
Arnab, you've just taken it to a different
No, I haven't. I've experienced this response so many times, Nupur, from these people.
No, it's not about that.
It's exactly about that. Exactly, you unleash your
Let's
fans.
wait and watch. Let the policemen come out with their charge
Especially
sheet.
here in Karnataka,
It's too soon to even make anyone a culprit right now. He's an accused one.
One step ahead, Arnab, we have seen fans go gaga
He was a
over
culprit
their
earlier, and the
superstars.
entire finger blames on him.
See, from Dr. Rajkumar time, we have seen fans go gaga over their superstars. But there is a way to handle their fans, their stardom. There are a lot of other ways. They have to put the full stop somewhere where Darshan did not do it. He took Star War. For example,
Absolutely. And this fanatic fanwood should also have a borderline.
I am fan of.
Why don't they
Mr.
have a
Sambali.
borderline? There should be some boundary. You cannot indulge in anybody's personal life.
He has taken on their fans.
Okay,
He's told
ladies and gentlemen.
them do whatever. I'm there for you. That is a bad example.
She has iota of information what's happening in Bangalore. She has iota of information.
You have no
Prashant,
idea
louder.
what's happening
She doesn't
here.
know how it has
Prashant.
happened. Probably she's unaware.
He
I
has
pity her.
still
I like to
come here.
educate her. It's my duty bound. I need to educate her. His entire private part was chopped off.
Go their head down.
There was
and then
an
they have to
electric
pay
shock
them.
given
If
to
you are
Renuka
so
Swami.
beautiful, go and get evidences against the entire crime that happened. You don't have to
the police have
put your
done. They
duties
have
here on
collected about
national news
132
on a
We
debate
have
panel.
N number of evidences.
Okay,
that
ladies and
he
gentlemen,
has
we couldn't get you the lawyer of Darshan tonight. I'm going to have to come back to this with facts. Nupur says, get the evidence. Actually, Nupur, there is a lot of evidence, but I'd like to know if there's a counter argument to the evidence, so I will come back on that for sure. And ladies and gentlemen, before I go into the break, I thank you for that. Tracking the Darshan Stories, Republic Kannada, the #1 channel of Karnataka. Ladies and gentlemen, before I go into the break, I want to comment on what is going on in the world of politics. And what is happening, viewers, is that the parliament session is opening early next week. And the Congress will, over the next 2 or 3 days, in my view, try and engineer political unrest using students just before or during the first few days of the parliament session. They will use the students. It's a use and throw policy for the Congress, and this is unfortunate because Rahul Gandhi should understand students are not politicians. Mallikarjun Kharge and Rahul Gandhi will use the students for atmospherics around a political campaign, timed with the start of the session of parliament, without giving them a clear solution. And I have a problem with that, because historically, whether during Mandal or even during CA or the case of Rohit Vemula, students in India have been thoroughly used and thrown by politicians. Republic has been at the forefront of this fight for students in NEET. And since we feel for the students much more than Rahul Gandhi, we say that the youth must lead this fight. They must fight the battle by themselves. And to politicians, I would say, leave them alone. I'll see you just a few minutes. You can't miss the next one.
Time for a quick breather. Arnab will be right back with the debate.
Powered by Vimal, Polo Zuban Kesari.
Co-powered by Simpolo. Tile ho to Simpolo.
चल हो जा शुरू
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार विमल बोलो जुबान केसरी
Hotel Management with AI. Join International Institute of Hotel Management.
ऐ भारत हम चल पड़े किस जुनू किस शान से जन्नत नुमा कश्मीर से आसाम के बागान से महाराष्ट्र से गुजरात से कर्नाटक से राजस्थान से तब हिंदुस्तान मिले हिंदुस्तान से
JK Tyre, देश का टायर.
With over 1,12,718 startups igniting innovation, driving digital growth, over 800 million internet users are bridging distances and strengthening bonds across the globe, making India the third largest digitalized country in the world, accounting for around 46% of the world's real-time digital transactions. To celebrate the makers and shakers behind Digital India and India's phenomenal digital yatra, Republic Business is delighted to bring its inaugural Republic Business Emerging Tech Awards.
चल हो जा शुरू
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार विमल बोलो जुबान केसरी.
Get ready to witness the best technology extravaganza of the year. The first edition of the Republic Business Emerging Technology Awards has received an overwhelming number of nominations. Dominating the categories are AI and robotics, healthcare, edutech, fintech, banking and finance, and martech. Groundbreaking innovations and revolutionary ideas from the largest digital
political links in NEET scam. Who is misleading the students? Attempt to pray and play on students. Debating tonight at 9 p.m.
From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate. Arnab Goswami on the debate.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It's Super Primetime Max and you're on the debate with Arnab, on which it is time now for the nation's sharpest opinion. Tonight, I want to talk to you about one of the worst tendencies of politicians in India. That is to play with and prey on students to fulfill their political ambition. Just when Delhi University was opening to a new batch of students in the late summer of 1990, the then Prime Minister of India, VP Singh, picked up a dusty Mandal Commission report submitted 10 years earlier to deliberately create chaos among students in India because he felt politically threatened, he was politically insecure. As a result, students immolated themselves. Students faced the worst of hardships, and students began to look at each other in terms of their caste. How unfortunate. And what VP Singh did was that he used the promise of preferential treatment for some students to create a permanent and unfortunate divide in Indian society. Now, Rahul Gandhi tried to do the same thing, using Rohit Vemula. He used the suicide of a 26-year-old PhD scholar to claim caste discrimination falsely and engineer another second round of caste divide, social mistrust, and Rahul Gandhi attempted to instigate a street protest across the country. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe in student politics, and while I haven't been one, I admire student politicians. My own college, the Hindu College in Delhi University, like many colleges across the country, has been at the center of ideologically driven, idealistic politics, which sometimes through its sheer naivete becomes a nursery for future leadership. But what Rahul Gandhi is doing is dangerous. And that's where I want to talk to students. What Priyanka Vadra and Rahul Gandhi, Robert Vadra are trying to do is to use the immediate frustration, anger and agony of NEET candidates into a dirty political campaign. And I'm saying to students tonight, students, hear me, keep it pure. Students, your intentions are pure. Students, your battle is pure. Students, your heart is pure. Your effort is pure, and students, your achievements are pure. Don't let Rahul Gandhi, Robert and Priyanka Vadra use you. You are strong enough to fight and win your battles on your own. We are with you. Republic is with you. Politicians, you know, they will complicate it for you. They have no solution in mind. They will use you and throw you like they have done with generations of students in the past. And I know that some students, especially those who are NEET aspirants, are getting calls from political parties. Exciting offers are being given to lure students politically.